Hi guys, when he ignored his mafia husband at family dinner, Taehyung, a mafia leader, was living his bachelor life to fully enjoying partying until he was too tied to a storm called Jungkook. Tae was drinking with his friends, celebrating their win over the rivals when his mother called him. His clever brain knew something is going to happen, or else his mom never called him unnecessarily. Yes, mom, they picked up the call. They, you should come home tonight. We have to talk to you. Jin, his mom speaks, his tone serious, leaving no other choices. Okay, mom, they replied as he picked up his jacket, moving towards his car, unaware of the storm waiting for him at his parents' house. Taehyung's car entered the Kim's estate. The sound of it made a smile boom at Jin's face. He is here. Tae's dad. Behave strictly with him and make him understand. And only yes should be his answer. Do you get it? Jin said to Namjoon, who was talking with Yoongi. Okay, Tae's mama, I got it. I will make sure his answer is yes. Namjoon replied, laughing. Soon they entered inside, his gaze moving on some unknown faces sitting with his parents. He came and hugged Jin, smiled to Namjoon. Tae, meet them. This is my best friend Jimin and his husband Yoongi. Jin said. Tae bowed to both of them. Mom, why did you call me here suddenly? Tae asked, sitting beside Jin. Tae, actually, your dad will tell you. Jin throwed the storm towards Namjoon, and Tae's eyes are now on Namjoon, waiting for some answer to his question. Actually, Tae-san, you know you are 27 now, right? Namjoon asked. Dad, seriously? I am 28, going to 29 in just month. And why does my age matter? Just tell me what's the reason you called me. Tae cautioned, moving his hands in his hairs, straightening them. We fixed your marriage, Kim Taehyung. It's time you should marry someone, have a life partner. Until when you plan to be single, you need to give us a grandchild too. Jin blurted out in one go, knowing that his husband Namjoon will take eternity to talk to his son about his marriage matters. What? They stood up shocked. Yes, they, your mama is right. Namjoon spoke calmly, while Tae was devastated hearing his parents. What the hell they are talking? Marriage and Kim Taehyung, these two words does not come in one sentence. Actually, they is not made for marriage. With whom you fixed my marriage? They asked. Jimin and Yoongi's son, Jungkook. He has currently finished his degree in fashion and now started his own company, the JK. He is so talented. His designs are so awesome. I love it. Jin replied happily to Taehyung. But mom, why suddenly my marriage? Tell me. Also, if he is so talented, then he will get someone else. Why me? Take your son, worrying what if he become trapped in this marriage and become forced by their parents to marry Jungkook. Because I promised Jimin that our children will marry each other when you both were small. Then Jimin settled in foreign country and now they had returned. So we thought about your marriage to Jungkook. Jin replied to his son. But why should I marry him? You promised me, mom, not me. No one is dying to marry you too. A loud voice boomed in the living room, coming from a beauty in his pink, sparkly dress, and they looked at the storm above the stairs. They looked up and became stunned, looking at such a pretty being standing in his glory, making him speechless with his stunning appearance, sweet voice, and bold gaze. Jungkook stepped slowly down the stairs, maintaining eye contact with Kim Taehyung, the mafia leader. What were you saying, mister? Huh? Jungkook again asked. Wow, they mumbled under his breath, still staring shamelessly at Jungkook. Up and down. Jungkook, meet Taehyung, your future husband, Jimin said proudly, going towards Koo and taking him towards the couch. But mom, looks like here someone have problems with me, Jungkook asked, folding his arms. Tae, do you have any problem? Jin asked, looking at Tae, who followed Jungkook, sat back on the couch, following Jungkook with his gaze. Tae nodded no, without even looking at Jin. Jungkook, do you have any problem? Mom, first I want to drink coffee and Taehyung. You must know to make coffee, right? Jungkook cautioned, crossing his leg, making his dress to reveal the smooth skin of his pretty thighs. They gulped and nodded his head yes without knowing himself. So go on and make me one with milk and low sugar, please. Jungkook sassed out, raising an eyebrow towards the mafia. They opened his mouth to speak something, but realized he can't argue with Jungkook, so he stood up slowly and moved towards kitchen to make low sugar and milk coffee for Koo. Jin laughed out loud when they moved out of his view. Jungkook baby, you slayed first meet and you have sent him to the kitchen. What will happen after marriage? Jin said, smiling. He is like that, Jin. You don't know him. Jimin said, smiling. Go, Jungkook, talk to him. Jimin nudged Jungkook towards the kitchen area, but Jungkook moved to garden side. No, mom, I am going out. Send him out with my coffee. Jungkook replied. This boy, Jimin shook his head, will control Taehyung perfectly. Jin completed his sentence, making everyone laugh out loud. They walked towards the garden carrying a tray and laughed at his condition. Wow, Tae, wow! You were celebrating just 1 hour ago, and now working as a maid, he chuckled to himself. Here is your coffee, sir. They flirted with Jungkook. Not bad. Koo sassed, taking a sip of the coffee. You qualified. Jungkook smiled, and they became flat for Jungkook in one bowl. Soon their marriage fixed, and our most wanted bachelor, Mafia, become Jungkook's. Now they is fussing for a kiss, following Jungkook here and there and not letting him getting ready for their family dinner. They please stop following me now. I have to get ready. So leave me alone and sit on the bed silently, Jungkook said, frustrated. But baby, my lips are dry, they said. So apply lip balm, they, Jungkook replied, confused, wearing his earrings. No, baby, I want you to wet them for me, they flirted, grabbing his waist from back, placing his face on Jungkook's shoulder, leaving small wet packs there. No, hubby, no. Don't leave a mark now. I'm wearing off shoulder dress. Jungkook tried to move out of Tae's hold, but Tae turned him around in his arms. Baby, give me a kiss now. They tried again, but hubby, we are getting late. Come fast. Jungkook shouted, walking out, sitting in the car, running from Tae's arms. They reached the restaurant where their family decided to dine, and all the right they pouted, begged, show puppy eyes to Jungkook, but none worked. Jungkook ignored his request because he knew one kiss will lead to make out and they will definitely ruin his makeup, his dress, and leave marks on his skin, which will make him embarrassed in front of their parents. Oh, my Jungkookie, you are looking so gorgeous. Jin stood up, hugging Jungkook and pecking his cute cheek, making Tae pout, jealous of Jin, who got to kiss his fluffy cheeks. Mom, you too, looking so fabulous. Jungkook smiled at him and then hugged Jin while they hugged his dad and Yoongi. They all sat down ordering their food, Namjoon and Yoongi, and they started talking about their new project, while Jin Jimin gossiped about shopping together and asked Jungkook about some fashion tips. Jungkook was chirping happily to his mom about his new designs when he felt a big hand touching his thigh near his dress slit. Jungkook paused and looked down at Tae's hand which squeezed his smooth skin. Then he turned to Tae, but Tae was talking to his dad in a very serious topic. But then he felt Tae's hand roaming above, moving the dress upward, revealing more of his skin. So Jungkook hiccuped, grabbing everyone's attention. They reached towards the jig, filling a glass of water, making Jungkook drink. What happened, Koo? Jimin asked, who was sitting across them. Nothing, Mom, Koo replied, and then their food came. Jungkook glared at Tae while eating. When Tae again touched Koo's thigh, what baby? It was your choice to not kiss me. Oof, this man. Jungkook shook his head while continued eating. Jin again talked to Jungkook when Tae's hand reached very close to Tae slowly dragged the piece of cloth down, leaving Jungkook's leg. Even when Jungkook tried protesting, even pinching Taehyung's hand, but Tae did not budge from his place. While Jungkook sat uncomfortably, feeling weird with only his dress, the dinner finished. Everyone got up, moving towards their cars. Finally, Jungkook sat in the back seat, Tae beside him, glaring at Taehyung. As soon as they reached inside the bedroom, Jungkook beat Tae. Baby, stop, baby, don't hit me. Tae grabbed his wrist, snatching the purse, throwing it on the floor carelessly. Jungkook crossed his arms around Tae's neck tightly. Yeah, hubby, leave me, Jungkook protested. No, baby, no, I will not leave you. I want you. You deserve punishment for ignoring me and not giving me a kiss, Tae whispered before his lips in deep husky voice. Mmm, Koo moaned in the kiss as Tae laid him down on the bed, trapping him down with his heavy body. Oh my love, my baby, you are so sweet, so hot, love you so much. They kept kissing him, moving towards his neck, leaving his love bites all the way down. Baby, remove it. They tried opening his jeep, but indeed he was not able to pull it open. Calm down, hubby, I will remove it. Koo opened the zipper, throwing his dress on the floor carelessly. Baby, so pretty, my love. They removed his shirt, throwing it on the floor. Ready. Soon. Tell me, baby, will you again ignore me? They wrapped his hand around Koo's neck and kissed him, breathless again. No, hubby, please, Koo moaned. Tae is back, pulling him closer to himself, hugging Taehyung, his hubby. Soon they both got tangled in blankets, and all night they Jungkook again and again, leaving him mess all night. Love you, hubby, Jungkook whispered before closing his eyes, tired. Love you too, love you more than my life, love. Tae packed his lips before cleaning them and wrapping Koo into a blanket before getting up from the bed. Tae took a lighter and made his way to balcony and smoked a cigarette, staring at the calmness of the night. Then he got a message. Work done, sir. His anger finally calmed down. That piece of shit deserved it, Tae mumbled, looking at the broken, bruised form of man in the picture. A waiter had stared at his baby all dinner time and shamelessly even tried to click his pictures when they were walking back. How dare he, they thought, and ordered his man to teach him a lesson, which he remembered lifelong. Jungkook is my love, my life. He is mine, only mine, and once they like something, then it belongs to they only. He laughed darkly, throwing his head back and smirking, while looking at Koo, sleeping on his bed like a baby. and soon joined him on the bed under the blanket. The end.